Sherls here. Thank you for stopping by on my channel. Welcome to day 6 of Hearty Creations collaboration hosted by Rachel from Rach and Bella Crafts, featuring guest designers Edith at Scrapbooking with me and Melina. If this is your first time hearing about this collaboration, Rachel has a great launch video that you need to check. You can find the video in the playlist that Rachel put together. I put the link to all the information you need to know about this collaboration, the schedule, the freebie, the kit we use, and the playlist in the description box. If you come from previous days, I'm glad that you are still with us. How do you enjoy this collaboration? I hope you enjoy it as much as I do and get a lot of new inspirations. It's a shorter collaboration, so I hope you are not as behind as me. The prompt that I chose is purpose. It's neat that Rachel put it in her collaboration flyer, crafting with purpose. You might say, oh, I don't make this with a purpose. I just make it for fun. There! That's your purpose, having fun. Each action that you do every day, either intentionally or unintentionally, has a purpose. Similarly, when Rachel, E, and Melina put together the kit, they made it with a purpose in mind. Today, in this video, I'm going to challenge you to think outside of the box. Give the ephemera another purpose than it's originally designed for. This is what I mean. I use a tag and washi strip to make this journal card with a tuck spot behind it. And I use the pocket and another strip of washi strip to make this pocket journal card. And this one, I use the tag as a tab to make this bigger tag. And this one, I use one of the word fussy cut as a tab. In this video, I will show you how to make this and couple more ideas I haven't made yet. I mainly use the ephemera of the 3 ladies kit. I don't remember which ephemera is whose. I fussy cut and then sorted them by type. I will also be using their journal pages as well. My main theme is a new purpose. Therefore, I will be using junk like used paper bags and maybe junk mails and book pages. For this journal card, I start with 2 tags. If you like, you can use more tags. And I am going to fold this from this corner to this corner like this. I'm also going to fold the other tag as well. Now, I'm going to adhere this like this while maintaining a straight line here. And this will be a little bit overlapping like this. If you adhere your tag more overlapping like this one, like the one I have in this example, then it's fine. If you decided to keep your tag almost not overlapping, maybe overlapping by a hair, that's totally fine too. We want to make sure that this has at least a little bit overlap. And I am using the example journal card to help me guide it, to make sure that this is a straight line. The more that you keep your text apart, the wider your journal card will be. Just like this one, I put the text closer so it is narrower than the one that I am currently working on. Just going to burnish this to make sure that it is properly adhered and check that it is still making one straight line, which is it is, and I'm happy with that. Now, for this one, I made a little bit collage here so it can be used as a tuck spot. I am going to do the same thing here, and I already decided that I want to use these 2 fussy cuts like this. And I will also add a little bit thread here just to add a little bit accent. So these are the threads that I just keep piling up when I sew my pages. I didn't throw them and I just keep it in a container to use for these cases. Maybe before that I want to put something underneath here. This is where my book page come into play. I'll just adhere this first and like this. Oops, this one has a little bit gap, so maybe I need to use the other side because I want to leave almost no gap here. And tiny bit here. So this book page will give you more surface to adhere your collage or whatever you want to decorate this tab here. Now I'm going to trim off the excess book page. So the other good purpose of adhering this book page behind this collage is to give you a smooth surface. If I don't put this book page here, there might be some tiny gap here that I don't fully adhere, and when I slide my ephemera in and out, it might get stuck in between the gap, or it's just not smooth. It's like this, kind of bump against the difference of the height of this fussy cut. But here it's very smooth. So I'm going to trim off this excess. This is done. The other side is smooth, and I still have a tiny bit gap here that I want to make sure that it's properly adhered. And now it's time to cut our paperback to decide the height of our journal card. And where is my paper? This is the paperback that I want to use. So I will be adhering it like this. You see that this fold line will be on the top of my journal card. And I think this height is good. Or do I want it to be a little bit taller, like this one here? This is decision. Yeah. Let's make it a little bit taller, so we have a differentiation there. So I will cut my paperback first. Here, I cut the paperback to be the same width as this piece, and the height is what I like. And next, I'm going to adhere this piece into this side of paperback and fill this gap with the washi strips from, I think this one is from Rachel Kit. I adhered the washi strip and decorated the front. I also inked the edges. And on the other side, this flap here doesn't really function as a tuck spot yet. To make sure that it functions as I intended it to be, I will put a strip of adhesive here. And I'm going to fold this back in and burnish it well so the adhesive will stick properly. And when it's dry, this flap will function as a tuck spot as I intended it to be. And that's the first journal card we made using just ephemera. For this one, I used the pocket fussy cut that I think it's from Edit Kit. To get the full potential of the pocket, I am going to adhere this on my junk mail like this, collage it, and then close this gap, and I will have a full pocket opening. So let's just do it, and then you will see what I mean. Then I'm going to trim this only one side along the edge of this pocket. That's so only one side. This part a little bit, maybe around like half inches, just eyeball it is okay. And then going to trim this off like this. This can be trash, or you can keep it for another purpose. And I'm going to fold this back in and adhere this tab here onto the top of the envelope. Now I can trim the top part because I don't need the full excess there. Actually, I can also trim the bottom part as well because I don't need that. Like this. So this is my pocket. It's ready to be worked. And the opening here, which I should not forget, this notch. I am going to adhere the collage that I already decided for this pocket, which is this one, a book page, and this quote from Rachel Freebie. And this one, I do not know what is that for. I should not say I do not know. It's like I don't remember because, like I said, I fussy cut them and then just piled them together. And this will be something like here. And this one will be there. I want this on the top, this one on the bottom. It's looking good, or maybe a little bit higher. Now, my next step is to adhere this pocket onto a paper bag. I already have some paper bag here, and I want it to be like this. My pencil to help me guide where I should cut this. Something around this and this, and how wide I want it to be. So this is the joint here, that's fine, I don't really bother. Let's make it around this size. And I want to double this because paper bag is fairly thin, just to add a little bit more thickness and sturdiness. And I'm going to use paper trimmer just to make sure that I cut it straight. Here, I already cut my paper bag. Now it's just a matter of adhering this pocket to the paper bag, but before that I want to ink the edges. These edges here. And for this part here, I am going to use some of the washi strip. Let's see which one I want to use. Let's use this one here. Just going to trim this off to the height of the journal card. And I'm going to slide this in because I don't want to see this white part. I need to trim this a little bit. Nice. And now the last part, this is too short. Let's use this one here. Or do I have something else? Okay, this one better. This is my finished journal card with pocket. But I want to take this a little bit further by turning this into an altar paper clip or a floating journal card with pocket, whatever you want to call it. And my recent method of making this happen is by first cutting a long strip of paper. The width of this paper is based on the orientation of the paper clip and my piece. So if I want this to be inserted like this, the width will be the width of this journal card. And if I want this to be inserted like this, then the width of the strip will be the height of the journal card. For this case, I want my journal card to be inserted horizontally like this. So I cut the strip as width as the height of the journal card. This brown paper is from the middle of the wrapping paper roll, by the way. So this is also a chunk. And I will take my paper clip, put it in the middle like this. I'm going to secure it with a piece of tape like this, so it's not running around. And I am going to start from the middle and fold it up like this. So the idea is we are going to wrap this paper around the paper clip like this, and this side needs to be as tall or as wide as the front piece. This is good. Let me check in. Fold this. Somehow it's not straight. And this one will fold back in into this paper clip here, like this. Now I can adhere everything, and this will be like this, and then if necessary I can trim this off. This is my finished floating journal card with pocket. You have a pocket here and you can write anything here. Now, we need to make something to put inside the pocket. For this, I am going to show you how you can use a label as a tab. I already adhered this journal card on a paper bag and pick a label. So first, I'm going to fold this into half like this and adhere it. And to make the tab shape, I'm going to round the corner. My next step will be to ink the edges so it's consistent with the look of the other pieces. And this journal card will be inserted into my pocket like this. So this tab needs to be on the left side. Just going to apply adhesive on both sides and put it in between the journal card and the paper bag, wherever I want it to be. Let's put it in the middle, something like this. I haven't properly adhered this, so I'm going to do it now. And there you have it. You have this journal card with a tab, and this tab is using the code in the Ephemera bundle. And now you have this, and this is the example. For this one, I start by cutting one of the journal pages into this fancy tag shape using one of my tag template freebie on my Ko-fi. I will put the link to this tag template freebie in the description box. But you don't have to use these tag templates. It can be as simple as a rectangle. The main idea of this project is to use the tag as a tab. So I already picked my journal page and I want this flower to show. So I will cut this something around like here. I already cut the journal page and back the part that I want to use with the paper bag. I will put this aside for now, and I already picked the tag that I want to use as a tab. First, I will put the wrong side together facing each other and make sure that this shape is the same. So I need to trim the excess. So like this one here, there's a little bit excess here and I need to trim it off. Same with the other side. Now I need to decorate this text, and I already decided what I want to put on each of the tag. After I decorated the front of the text, I back it with a book page so I have a smooth surface on the other side. Now I can adhere this to my big journal card as a tab like this. Let's see where I want it to be. I can put it in the middle, I can put it on the right, I can put it on the left. But I think I want to put it on the left side like this, and this one is on the other side like this. But before that, I want to round the corner so it looks a little bit nicer. To adhere this, I will put a strip of adhesive right along the corner to the corner of the tag shape like this, and this one as well. And then I will just position it where I was originally planned to, like here, and the other tab, and the other tab like this. Just burnish it to make sure that it's properly adhered. Again, the other side, and to make sure that this can work as a tag spot, I'll put a line of thin adhesive here. This, and there you have it. You have a big journal card with a tab, or maybe some people will call this a tag, and this can be used as a tag spot like this, and the other side as well, a tuck spot and a big writing surface. For my last idea, we are going to make a paper clip. You can make an outer paper clip using any of these ephemera pieces. But do you know that you can make a paper clip without the paper clip itself? I'm going to show you how, and I will be using this journal card. First, I'm going to cut around these three sides here. Then I'm going to take my tape and adhere it along this line here, but on the other side. So the way that I do it, just take my piece and then use the light just to see where the line is, and just put this tape along the line like this. So this tape will prevent this corner got torn. And I could have adhered this tape all the way to the middle, but I don't want it because I don't want the tape to be visible. Now this piece is done, and I'm going to pack this into a paper bag. Put adhesive around these three sides here, and for this side put it inside the tape, and this one on the frame and the frame as well, and then adhere it to my paper bag like this. Yeah. And then we are going to open this, and using a bone folder, trace along this line here. Burnish it if you like. And now you have this little journal card, and you can open it, and you have a hidden writing spot. But this is not finished. You will need the other piece, and I already prepared mine here. You can open it, have a hidden writing spot here. The idea is we are going to adhere this along the top line or the side, whichever side you like, and not all the way through, so it will work as a paper clip. But I like to add something to add more sturdiness to here. So I will use this strip of brown paper, and I will adhere it like this, or actually I can do it like this. I'm going to fold this in. Let's trim this off first. Now this feels more sturdy for me. I'm going to apply adhesive around here, maybe like this thick, and burnish it. Maybe I kind of want to make it a little bit thicker actually. So I'll put it like around 1/4 or 1/2 inches thick, and then burnish it well. And when it dries, it's already able to act as a paper clip like this, and it doesn't fall. So It's that simple. And this one sounds a little bit more complicated because I want to have a hidden writing spot here and I want it to be a little bit sturdier. You can make this paperclip without paperclip itself, the metal paperclip, as easy as adhering two tags or journal card on one side. So like for this one, I can just adhere this top part like this, and when it dries, it will already act as a paper clip. It's that simple. This concludes this tutorial. I made bigger journal cards from tags and washi strip with a tag, a pocket journal card which I turned into an outer paper clip. I also show you how to use a label as a tab or tags as a tab. I also show you how we can make a paper clip without the paper clip itself. I have more ideas to use tag as something other than a tag in separate tutorial. I also have ideas to use coin envelopes, and I will put the link of this tutorial in the description box. I hope this tutorial challenge you to give your ephemera kit more purpose to get the most of it. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't and leave a comment. Your supports mean a lot to me. Happy crafting! Bye!